In the previous two studies, respondents cited producing engaging content as their top challenge. This year, more marketers said the top challenge was producing enough content. Seems kind of counterintuitive with what you'd expect.
People are feeling there's so much I can do, so it's so hard to keep up and to develop so much content for all these 40 different channels. And so it's hard to keep up. So they may have thought before, I need to think about a way to really produce the kind of content that engages and really connects with people. And now they may feel like they have that down, whether they do or not. Right. But they're looking at, holy smokes, before I just had to do it for a couple of channels, maybe white papers, a blog, a website, but now I have to do it for all of these. So it's kind of like that hamster on the wheel. It's hard to keep up.
Right.
Yeah.
And I would add to that multiply that by personas.
Right.
Absolutely. So you got 10 channels, and then you say, okay, we have 5 personas we need to market to. You now got 50 sets.
Yeah, you all of a sudden have a
everything.
500% increase in the content that you think you need.
And that's what I'm seeing.
I completely agree with you. I think that the more widespread adoption of personas in organizations is driving that number. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But is there a need to create individual content for each one, or can you repurpose across all?
I think there's a belief that there is, but in reality there is not.
Right.
To say that we have 5 personas and each of them is so incredibly distinct that they won't possibly consume any content that the other one would consume is ridiculous, right? It's a difference without a distinction at some point.
Right.
But I guess if I had to counsel somebody, I'd say you're better off having more separation in your personas than less, because less is what we've been doing for the last 10 years. So.
Well, and if you have less and you can use the same content, you don't need 2 personas, I would argue. But by the same token, you have to develop the art of the spin.
Yeah.
So if you can present a piece of content to one persona, how much do you need to spin it to make it applicable to somebody else and meet their perspective? So you have a higher chance of good engagement than just, oh, well, this was kind of interesting. How do you make both pieces really interesting?
Right, and if they're both making their way to the same conversion point, so they can share a lot of content at the beginning of the funnel and the bottom of the funnel. The question is the middle of the funnel, and that's where the gaps are. It's curating it, it's measuring it, it's monitoring it, and doing all that work. So when you create a piece of content, there's a lot. It's not just done. There's a lot of work that goes into that. So if you have 8,000 pages on your website, you're managing a lot of content in a lot of time.
You should be.
Right.
I would say that people need to start embracing this concept of evergreen content. So for example, if what you're writing about is a pain point a potential client has, as long as that pain point exists, if that content is produced well, it's valid, right? So I have content and nurturing programs has been out there for over 3 years. And we go out every 6 months and say, did we use a statistic that needs to be updated? Did we, has something changed? Is there a new social media channel that needs to be mentioned or, whatever to keep it current? But we're not reinventing the wheel here. We're
So the Google Plus edit, is that what you call that?
And so, but I mean, seriously, because content is expensive. It costs a lot of money to create an end-to-end nurturing program, right? Over an 18-month buy cycle for a big, complex, high-tech sale. You don't want to keep recreating that.
Right, and if you can go back and regularly refresh and, like you said, update, that saves a lot of time and resources that people don't always think about. It's not recreating.